Jaheim President with your host, Legacy Builders Podcast. We're back here for another episode. I really do believe that these conversations, conversations that we have every Sunday afternoon have really been helping us as we continue to grow and to continue to go to where we're supposed to be at in life and where God would place us in life. So I do believe that we're getting somewhere. Thank you for all those who have been tuning into these conversations. We finally hit our 500 mark. Woo! We finally hit our 500 marks, and I do believe that we're going to higher. So the next goal we're trying to get to 700. 700 by the end of August. I believe we can do it, and I believe we will succeed when we do it. So today's conversation is going to be led by the type of week I've had this week. It's been a weird week, but a productive week, but also a week where I believe I've been kind of commissioned to look back in and really evaluate where I'm going in life. So this week was kind of not hard, not tough, but it was kind of like, where am I at? Where am I at? And so today we're talking about I'm frustrated with time. I'm frustrated with time. Because in life you can be honest with yourself, we have kind of a timetable in life. Everybody has a timetable of where they want to be at, where they want to accomplish, where they want to go. And sometimes it's not your dream that is frustrating you, it's time. I realize that. It's not my dream, it's not the weight of my dream, it's not the process, it's the time. The time it takes to get there, the time it takes to manifest, the time it takes, it's frustrating. Like, can we be honest with ourselves? It is frustrating when you're on your way to destiny and when you're on your way to purpose and when you're on your way to accomplishing the life that you want, that you dreamed of, and it seems like it's not happening. It seems like everything that you thought should have happened hasn't happened. And everything that you wanted not to happen has happened. And that's where I was this week. It was like, I was like literally frustrated with time, frustrated with the season that I'm in, frustrated with just where am I at? Because sometimes in life you can be stagnant, but you can still be moving. And that's why I felt stagnant this week, but I also felt like I was moving in the right direction. See, I didn't let myself get in self-pity, because there have been times in my life where I would get in self-pity and I would sit there and there would be no movement. So remember, this season we're talking about movement. And so I was proud of myself because I was able to continue to move while still being stagnant. While still feeling stagnant, not knowing that I'm actually going to where and that's what this timepiece really is like a battle, it's a battle, because time will have you thinking that you're not moving. Because we live in such a fast-paced world, and I talked about this in instant gratification, but can I tell you this, that you can still be frustrated with time and still produce. And I thought about it because this week I just felt I really didn't feel off. I didn't do my Saturday motivation like I usually did. I was, here and there, because I was not frustrated with the process or the goals. I was frustrated with the pace of my movements. The pace of where I was going, the pace of getting there, because I sometimes, and I'm gonna be honest, this is an honest podcast, sometimes you look at others, you look at at others around you, and it's not that you don't envy them. I really don't envy them. I'm just saying, how did they get time to move fast for them? And that's the question I always ask about, like when I'm looking at other people, I'm like, how did they get, I'm not envy of their process because I didn't know their process. I'm not envy of what they're going through. I'm not envy of how they got there. I just want to know, how did time seem to move fast for them? How did time seem to move quick for them? And many of you who are listening here, you're not envy of other people. You're just envy of how time is moving for them. You're not envy. You're just questioning what makes time move fast. And this quarter is still our quarter. This quarter is still, I believe, we're still going to be where we need to be at the end of the quarter. But sometimes we have that point in life where life just hits us. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try to fake the fun. Life hits us. And when life hits us, it's okay to just say, whoa. It's okay to just sit there and wonder about when is time going to move for you. And when I was thinking about it this week, I was thinking about what to name this episode, what to talk about. And it hits me at weird times of the week. And today it just hit me and said, Jaheim, talk about time. Talk about time, but then talk about there's no time to be wasted. Even when it moves, when time is not moving as fast as you want it to be, there's no time to be wasted. And I could have wallowed. I could have said, da-da-da-da. I could have said, well, I'll just share last week's podcast and help that numbers grow up. No. I've been committed to something, and even when time doesn't move as fast as I want to, I don't stop my movement. I don't stop me because time doesn't move the way I want it to. And that's been the beauty of this week. And I believe that's what the Lord is trying to show me this week is keep going. You're talking about movement. You're talking about keep going even when the money hasn't happened, when the relationship hasn't happened, when the opportunity hasn't come faster as you thought it would be. I need to see how fast. Oh, no. I need to see if you're going to continue to make steps, even when it's not the large, giant steps that you need. Even when you are crying, even when you're worried, even when you're trying to get there, what are you going to do when time doesn't move fast for you? And that really hit me because prime example. Okay, so I was originally in quarter when I was posting, I want to get to 500 all-time listeners before March. Here it is, mid-April, and we finally got it. So I had to tell myself, am I still going to post about that? Am I still going to celebrate 500 because I didn't get it as fast as I thought I was going to get to it? I said, yes. I'm going to celebrate the movements that I'm making because I know that even if I don't get there when I thought I was going to get there, even when I don't get there as fast as I thought I was going to get there, I'm still going to get there. And I think I talked about this one time when we talked about the builders are coming, and I was saying that your opportunity is closer than you think. It's just waiting on you to continue. How far are you going to go to reach it? Your opportunity is there. Your goals are there. Your aspirations are there. Your dreams are there. But it's going to take movement. But you can't. It's okay to be frustrated with time. It's okay to wonder how long. I asked my question. I asked, how long am I going to be in this season? How long am I going to, how long? And that's a valid question in today's world Because don't think that successful people never had that question or never wanted to answer that question of how long. Because I'm here to tell you that there are people that are even successful are still asking, okay, how long? There are people you may look up to where you live at, they're asking how long? How long? There may be a college student right now listening to me saying, how long until I get this degree? I've been putting in the next, and I think, and that's why I love this podcast. I love this space because it's a place where I can vent, but I also can help. And when I was thinking about this week today, and I was thinking about the stair steppers and the speed, could you really handle being blessed fast? Could you really handle your dream right now? Could you really handle this part right now? And I had to ask myself that even today. I said, Jaheim, could you really handle that right now? Can you handle more money right now? Can you handle this? And sometimes we have to have a reality check. We have to say, can we handle it? Because if you can handle it, it'll slowly start coming to you. And I'm so thankful that I haven't reached to the places where I want to reach too fast, because there's still some kinks in the system that I have to get out of. There's still some things in me that I still got to work on. There's some personality traits I got to work on. There's some things, there's some building blocks that I have to work on that is only going to happen if I just trust time. I can be frustrated. You can be frustrated, but you still can trust it. You can be frustrated with where God has you in this season, but you still can trust him. You can be frustrated with your job. You can be, You can be frustrated with your relationship, but just trust the time. Because just like, and this one, I have a crock pot. I got a crock pot for Christmas, and it's the best thing. The best cooker. Because I put a whole hen in that thing, and I just watch it. And I put it overnight. So when I wake up sometimes, and it fills my whole apartment up with smells, I'm like, because they've been slowly cooking overnight. Can I tell you this? You may be in the crock pot of life slowly cooking, slowly smelling your aroma, letting your aroma smell in places you want to be in. So when they smell you, they know that you're ready to walk into that space. And I was saying this, also this frustrated with time, is that frustration does not mean failure. Frustration does not mean failure. Frustration also means that you're passionate. Frustration means that you're passionate about something and you really want it to work, but you just got to find the right recipe. And can I tell you this? I've been frustrated. Still am frustrated. But I trust that I'm going to find the right recipe. I trust that I'm going to find the right formula. I trust that I'm going to get to where I need to be. But you know what? I can get there even frustrated. You can show up even frustrated. I remember in season 1, we talked about showing up. And that's really one of the keys to life. Consistency. And when we talked about consistency. But really, if you keep showing up frustrated, working on a better self, knowing that you're going to get somewhere, it eventually happens. Something eventually clicks. I was frustrated all 4 years of my college experience. But I'm here to say a year later, I got my degree. Frustrated. but still produce it. And I love that because frustration does not mean failure. And I want to tell you, you're not a failure. I want to tell you, you're not a failure because you haven't arrived yet. I want to tell you, you're not a failure because failure means you gave up. Frustration means you're still working. Failure means you gave up. Frustration means you're still working. And there's plenty of people out here frustrated, but they're not failures. Many people out here striving. And you're one of those people, and people see that you're slowly becoming the person and the thing you're meant to be. You're slowly getting ready to get that opportunity. You're slowly getting ready. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I promise you it's okay. Because like I said, like I've told you, I read that book, 12 Weeks in a Year. And it's okay. I know my overall goal, but I gotta continue to knock down some small goals. And every week I have a goal every week. Go to the gym every day. And that's when I see that little thing on my watch, I'm happy. Because okay, that goal was checked off. And so what I'm telling you is write down small goals. You got your big goal, but write down small goals. So when you're frustrated, you can look back and say, okay, I haven't got to the big thing, but I've accomplished these small things. And maybe that's what we got to build to. We have to sometimes be majors in the small things, because I remember my football coach, and I used to hate it when I used to hear them say it, but the small things will take care of the big things. And maybe you have to major in the small things right now and let the big things take care of themselves. Yeah. Yeah, you. Yeah, me. I'm talking to myself. I gotta worry and gotta be okay with worrying about the small things, fixing the small things, and letting the major things play out. Still frustrated. But I'm not a failure. Still frustrated with relationships. Still frustrated with my money. Still frustrated with different things, but I know everything is going to align. Everything is soon going to take its place and its proper moment. Everything happens in a moment. Life can change in a moment. You can become in a moment, even when you're frustrated. And today, that's all I really want to encourage people today. There's a scripture that says, don't get weary in your well-doing, because in due season is going to come. It's okay to be a little weary. It's okay to be a little sad. It's okay to be, yeah. But it's going to happen for you. It's going to happen sooner than you think. And even if it doesn't happen sooner than you think, you'll always arrive right on time. I promise you will. You're asking about somebody who did. I always arrive where I'm meant to be on time in life. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So that's all I have for your family today. I just wanted to talk to my frustrated folks. My folks who are frustrated. Frustrated with time. Frustrated with relationships. Frustrated with your job. Jesus, I can preach to that one. Frustrated, but I'm not going to fail. I want you to say that when you listen to this. Frustrated, but I ain't going to fail. That's what it is. Frustrated, but I ain't going to fail. Everything around me don't look like how I want it to look, but I ain't going to fail. No. I'm frustrated. Woo, that's good. Family, that's all I have for you today. Follow us on me at Jaheim President, or Call Me Prayers on Instagram, Jaheim President on Facebook. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube at Jaheim President TV. And let's just continue to grow. Love you, family. Frustrated? But I ain't gonna fail. Love y'all. See y'all next week.